Why women are socially superior to men.
Ooh, he just said women are superior to men in one aspect.
It's never sexist when a guy mentions something about a woman that's positive.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the Layah Heilpern show. Today, I'm going to be reacting to Myron's grilling or his date, so I'm really curious to see how this goes. Before I get into this, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, and also if you enjoy this kind of content, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can see more of these kind of videos.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Myron,
you.
pleasure to meet you.
Myron.
You gonna give me a hug or what?
Oh, okay, hug.
Oh, this is so awkward.
How are you?
Wait. This is so weird. I love it. Myron has no filter. Absolutely, she should stand up and give him a hug. This is the first instant of female entitlement. Just so rude. Men are expected to stand up, a woman can just sit on her ass. Myron is clearly like not gonna hold back. I can just tell from that initial opening experience.
Thank you. I try.
He made me hug him.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'd done that. So, how are you?
Chilling.
Chilling?
Doing well. Yeah.
Yeah? Cool.
How about yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Good. It's a bit hot in here though, so my hands are a
Yeah,
bit
it is.
like,
It is warm. I will say that. It's definitely
Yeah.
warm, but
This
it's
is
called
awkward.
grilling, right? So
Oh, I like that.
attractive but typical girl.
So, tell me about you, Myron.
Yeah, typical girl because she was already on the defense and wouldn't stand up.
I'm a professional misogynist. No, I'm just kidding.
Great.
Loved by some, hated by many. Just
Yeah.
on the internet. Yeah.
On the internet. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're both on the internet. I've
Yeah. we are.
seen.
It's a strange life.
Yeah.
Very
I've seen
strange.
some videos. You're not a fan of me, are you?
You know, I'm not a fan of many things.
Yeah.
You just happen to be in there maybe a little bit.
Why is that?
We disagree on some things.
I thought we might get on though. That's why I'm like interested. Off to a great start. He hates me.
I think it's very important to be able to articulate your views, and if you don't agree with someone, it doesn't mean you have to hate them. But you know, but
Yeah.
I think being too agreeable is not good. Very
Really?
bad, especially as a man, because typically if a guy is too agreeable, you can't trust him.
Absolutely, 100% correct. This is why I do not like male feminists. Can't trust them. Some of the greatest male feminists, like Justin Trudeau, these are bad people. So already Myron, spot on.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
because all
Tell
men
her.
want to get laid, and if you don't tell the truth and you're just being agreeable, well, he's trying to get laid and he's trying to lie as well.
Yep.
So,
Well, at least the man actually admits all men are trying to get laid.
oh yeah, 100%. It's absolutely pointless to have a female friend.
No, it's not pointless to have a female friend.
Very pointless.
So you don't have any female friends?
Absolutely not. It's a waste of time.
How is it a waste of time?
Because women don't offer much utility to you as a guy.
What makes you think that?
Well, I mean, if you get in some kind of fight, she can't do nothing. What's she gonna do? She's gonna be like, oh my
Facts.
God.
Facts.
It's like,
Why
and
would
then,
you want a woman
if
that
anything,
fights?
she's a liability. That's what I'm trying
But
to
a
say.
woman would fight. Like, I'd fight a woman for you if you're my man.
I don't want my
Why
girls
would
to be
you
involved
fight?
in any type of.
Why do you want to fight? Firstly, like, I swear some women don't even know how to be attractive to men. Men don't want women that fight. Why do you want to fight?
That's not her job. That's my
not her
job.
job.
So I look at it like, if I'm with a girl and I'm supposed to protect her and
Yeah.
provide for her, etc., I want that to be my woman. I'm not gonna give that type of energy to like a friend. That's stupid. Why am I gonna put my life on the line for a girl that doesn't even suck my dick? Wait, but is that too much there?
I think you should just be able to have a friendship with women though.
Well,
Well, firstly, it's not always like men versus women. So I kind of feel like having female friends will give you that balance to understand like there's actually nice, normal women out there that aren't just trying to sleep with you like for your money or everything like that. We bring a lot of value.
I've interviewed almost 1,600 women now at this point, and I would say, without a shadow of a doubt, women are absolutely terrible at being understanding what it takes to be attractive to women as a man.
I literally just said that.
So their advice typically is not good at all.
Yeah.
1,600 women. Poor women. Men carry like a lot of like hurt and they push it on women.
Okay.
There
Hurt
we go.
in what way?
Yeah, I think it's because like, for example, this incel culture, which like respectfully, like your podcast really brings to life. You're just projecting onto women unnecessarily.
I think Fresh and Fit and everything that this red pill community are doing are actually really important because it provides women with the reality on a silver platter right there in front of them, which I think is really important so they don't end up hitting 30, single, forever, alone, no kids. All types of communities are going to attract the worst of the worst, but I still stand by the fact that women can learn so much from this red pilled space.
Because there's a lot of good women. Like I myself would say I'm a good woman. I don't do anything wrong. I'm very
How do you
loyal.
define
I'm a
good?
kind woman. And a lot of men will make the assumptions because of podcasts like yours and people and men like you to then push that onto me, that I'm this kind of woman, I'm a gold digger and I'm this and that, and I'm not.
Well, the reality is, would it be fair to say that most men, I mean, you said there's a whole incel culture, etc. Would it be fair to say that most guys are losers and don't really measure up?
I personally don't think that. But
Keep it
I
a
know.
thousand.
No, but I'm saying,
Keep it a
no, I
thousand.
personally don't. Like genuinely, I don't.
She's lying.
Okay, genuinely
Being
don't.
politically correct. I'll keep it real since you don't want to. Most guys, I'll be honest, are fat, losers, and don't have leadership qualities. And there's a whole bunch of reasons for that. And most women, quite frankly, are terrible. They're whores, fat, rude, crass, whatever it may be. And most of them don't qualify for a relationship, and most guys don't qualify to be the leader of said relationships.
Yep.
I think it goes on both parts. Okay, the men are weak, and the women, there's a bunch of issues there.
And they're disgusting.
So what we basically highlight on our podcast is you need to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
And I think the thing is that guys are yearning for this because we've been lying to men for the better part of 5 to 6 decades about what being masculine and strong actually is. We've been demonizing it when in reality, guys need to become stronger. Because no woman wants a weak man, even though girls say dumb shit like, oh, well, you know, I want you to be emotionally intelligent and get in tune with your feelings or whatever. It's all a lie. Oh, see. Okay.
No, but I personally would like a man that's emotionally available
Yeah.
and emotionally intelligent, but it's not me saying, like, I want you crying all the time. So, do you know what I mean? It's true, though. Like, so I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, you have to give some room for men because, like, men's mental health is a serious, like, issue.
Yeah.
We tell guys not to be vulnerable in front of your girl. You know, you go ahead, you're going to be vulnerable, you're going to shed a tear, whatever. You do that around other men that understand, you know, the male experience. Women don't understand the male experience at all. And it goes to show, like when I said earlier, when you put the girl in a male perspective, I want you to pick up this girl. They always fall flat on their face because women are in a privileged position where they don't have to necessarily understand what it takes to attract the man because men come to them.
For me, as a partner, I would want to be able to give my man a safe space to be able to be vulnerable. And it's like, but not completely like, oh my God, cry all the time, but just so he knows, like, it's like things are okay. You know, like it's supposed to be a partnership.
No, it's not a partnership.
That's another common lie in modern day dating. It's not a partnership.
But I want a
whatsoever.
partnership, though.
No, you don't.
Question
You're
for you.
lying.
Do you want a man that's taller than you? Idealistically speaking?
I think
Yes.
probably, because I like to wear heels. I like to be safe.
Fantastic. Do you want a guy that's stronger than you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want a guy that makes more money than you?
Yes.
I'm not fussed about money.
She's lying.
Okay, well,
She's
you
lying.
want him to make at least your equivalent, if not preferably better. Remember, this is your ideal guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want a guy that's more confident than yourself?
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
experienced than yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you basically described the superior. So you expect this guy to come in and have a partnership with you?
Whatever he might excel
Myron
on,
is so
I'll
good.
also add value in other ways, because it's not always about being physically on par with that person just for certain requirements. Like you can't birth a baby, you know. And things
Yeah,
like that.
but-
So we complement each other
Yeah.
in other ways, and so we're still equal in that sense.
Men and women are not equal at all.
Totally agree. Men and women are not equal. Everyone gets so emotional about this. I don't even want them to be equal. As a woman, you want a man that's better than you in every way. More successful, smarter, more intelligent, more charismatic. We're not equal. I'm looking for somebody better.
That's another fallacy that we have in modern day dating culture, which leads so many women astray. We're not the same.
No.
There's certain things that men can do that women can't do, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And we're different, and we're designed to complement each other. And I don't believe in partnerships. I think men come in and lead, women follow.
Yes, we need a dictatorship and a patriarchy. We need to bring back the patriarchy, you know?
And I find it funny because women typically want a man. And here's the thing: what you just described is what every girl wants.
Yep.
But they think that they're going to go into a relationship with a guy that's better than them in every single metric, and it's going to be an equal partnership or 50-50. It doesn't work that way. There's always a leader. There's always a decider.
Yeah,
and for it to
that's
work,
great.
the man's got to be in a leadership role, never the woman.
Yes, please.
Women can't lead anything.
It creates too much pressure on you as a man then.
Who cares? That's
Because
none of
if
your
you want to be
business.
this like macho man, do you not think that's going to cause a lot of strain on a relationship?
Pressure creates diamonds. Because here's the thing: women are just the cherry on top. Like you should have already built the cake by the time she comes into the picture.
Yep.
You know, you should have already conquered a boardroom or conquered some kind of physical labor,
Yep.
played sports at some point in your life, endured some kind of stress. Like men need to go through pain. Men must become. Women are, men must become. Being a loser is unacceptable. If you're broke, fat, or you don't got your stuff together, that's your problem.
Yeah, but then men like
Yes,
you would
Myron,
complain
you-
about women.
you tell 'em.
Because you'd say, oh, they only come for like the glory of it, like, and not the graft. So I'd rather be with someone that I'm building with.
I've never said that women build. I actually say the contrary. I say women don't build, they move in.
Yeah, but
And,
don't you
and I
think?
acknowledge that cold
Interesting.
reality 100%. I tell guys they need to build the castle so that she can come in and
Yes.
put some things up here and there in your castle. But at the end of the day,
Beautiful.
you got to build the structure. Women aren't going to build it with you. Those days are done. Women
But
want a guy
women
that's
do. Some women
pre-assembled.
do though. Like a lot of
Yeah,
women
but
do.
these women aren't
Some.
happy.
No, a few. Like the ones I know.
I would say a minority. A majority want a guy that comes pre-assembled.
Correct.
What
Correct.
is he talking about?
She's lying. I don't know why women are like this. They talk about emotional intelligence, but they're not being emotionally honest or intellectually honest or even self-aware. Myron is 100% spot on. I agree with everything Myron's saying right
The
now.
majority, not the minority. If I'm advising men how to operating in the dating marketplace, I can't tell them, look out for this 10% that wants to build with you. No,
Yeah.
the reality is most women want you to come pre-assembled. And to be honest, the most attractive and youngest women that have the most options, they definitely want you to come pre-assembled. Women want winners. They sit at the finish line and pick the winners.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in New Britain, Connecticut,
Okay.
2 hours north of New York City.
So what was your upbringing like?
Great. Parents were together the whole time, stable. I had a sister, brother.
Had?
Still, I mean, they're still alive now.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
But yeah, like they're gone. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I grew up, went to high school, played basketball in high school, played video games. Still have my childhood friends to this day. I would say I grew up like in a pretty good situation. We didn't grow up with money, right? We grew up fairly, poor, lower middle class. My parents struggled, especially in the beginning. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I think it's important for young men to grow up like struggling.
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah.
builds character. You have to do it.
Yeah, it
How
does.
we-
When you're born rich as a man, it's so bad. You don't build any character, you don't build any strength. You're not faced with problems that you then learn and evolve from. I think challenge and struggle is so important for a man. It builds him into the best man possible.
I would raise my son to not be a victim.
Correct.
I'm at a point now where very successful financially, but my son would not see any of this money at
Yeah.
all. I would make him get it out the mud because,
Yeah.
like we discussed before, trust fund babies typically don't know what to
That's
do
what
in
I
life
just
and
said.
how to, they don't understand and appreciate the value of a dollar. And I thank my dad for instilling that in me early. I mean, my first job was at McDonald's and I got fired. And I quickly learned that I didn't want to be in the service industry, but it made me appreciate people in the service industry.
So how do you find dating then, with the way that you are?
I mean, when you understand the code, it's, plug and play. It's
Yeah,
like,
but he has
okay,
an easy time dating.
Deal with the girl, size her up, figure out what kind of chick she is, and then bam, you already know kind of how to move.
So like, what's the code?
Depends on the girl.
Okay.
You got to be able to adapt based on the woman that you're sitting across the table from. Yeah, I have the female codes in my sleeves. I know pretty much what they all are.
Okay, so how are you
I
adapting
believe
to
him.
me right now?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I would
I
say.
want the code now, and then I'll ask the code again by the end of it.
Yeah, I would say recreational use only. No offense.
So what's like how many codes is there?
Well, it depends on the girl. If you deal with a girl that's younger, that's in her prime years, well, you got to understand that she's more, inclined to look for fun. If you're dealing with a girl that is in her mid-20s, a lot of times she might be pursuing, it depends on the girl, but she might be pursuing some type of stability or some security, and you got to play at that angle. If you deal with a girl that's a little bit older, late 20s, 30s, and up, 9 out of 10 times she's going to want some type of security if she hasn't gotten there already.
Code, it's not even that deep. Like, either you like them or not. You don't need to put them in categories. So what kind of woman do you want? Sorry.
Me? I mean, I could deal with whatever. My thing is, I need her to come into my life and be an asset and not a liability.
Correct.
Most girls are liabilities.
Correct.
Do you think? I think the right
100%.
woman, though, could, like, really just compliment you and make you, like,
That's what he just
progress in your
said.
life.
That's what he just
Well,
said.
you got to
Asset.
train them.
No, you haven't. In order to train someone, you need them to listen. I'm telling you, no woman is listening to you.
Yes, she is. I'm sitting here listening, saying everything Myron is saying is spot on. As a man, yeah, you need a woman that's an asset. Whether she's going to, make your life more peaceful, whether she's going to create a clean home for you so that you can focus on your mission and provide for the both of them. I'm sitting here listening and I'm like, yeah, you're spot on, Myron.
Like most girls come into your life, and if you don't know what you're doing, she's going to come in as a liability. 100%.
Correct.
No, you don't train them, though.
Yes, you do.
have to train.
It's like training a dog. You wouldn't do that.
Oh, here we go. I knew that was going to.
No, but it's true, though. It's not training. It's not something like, once again, it's just seeing this person as your equal. Okay, but showing
you're
the
not
person
equal.
respect. It's not training.
So I look at it like, if I'm going to have a girlfriend and she's going to be my girl and she's going to have my title, well, she's got to be trained to rise up to a certain level because I'm going to make her into an asset. Buy me a bag, do this, blah, blah, blah. Take me on trips, whatever, when they haven't earned it. So you got to detrain those bad behaviors out of that girl and make her an asset into your life versus a liability.
This is something that I actually want to ask Myron. Can you be bothered to train a woman? Wouldn't you rather pick a woman who is already aware of all these things, is ready just to fall into your frame, fall into your lifestyle? Or would you rather spend time training a woman? I don't know, I'm just interested.
Don't understand her value. They bring her into their life. They give her everything. She hasn't earned it. She doesn't respect him. She's walking all over him. She starts to dictate the relationship. You're not getting sex tonight, blah, blah, blah.
He's so rude.
No, he's
Obviously,
not.
this is your experience, so I can't argue that. But there's.
I mean, this is biology. Women are hardwired to extract resources from men. It's been that way since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Biology rules everything, guys. They could sit there and say, oh, but I'm doing this and my truth, blah, blah, blah. Biology rules you. There's one truth. There's no such thing as my truth. Female, typical, blah, 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 trash.
Correct.
No, but I kind of feel like from my experience, if I'm going into someone's life, I would want to add value, so I wouldn't really take things, and I kind of feel when you...
What did you just say 2 seconds ago?
Add
you
value.
said, in my experience.
Yeah,
I come in and I add value.
Yeah.
That's you. Majority of women come in, meet the guy, okay.
But also, she is adding value. All women want to add value. That's being the asset versus not being the liability. What is the value that you add? Peace. Helping him. Doesn't mean like being his business partner. No, it means making his life as easy as possible.
Okay, what can I get from this guy? Okay, this guy's a simp. I'll just take him out on dinner dates he could pay. I'm never gonna smash him. Another guy, this guy's hot. You know, I can smash him. I can hang out with him. This guy, he has some utility. He's a plumber. Okay, he can do my plumbing. But
It's
I'll
hard
give
as a
him
woman.
BJ once. Girls put guys in roles. It's your job as the man to make sure you're the top guy and you got the main role where you're not investing too much and she's investing more in you.
Yeah.
Girls only respect men that they invest in. The girl always has to like the guy more than she likes him.
No, I think it works better the other way around.
When the guy likes the girl more?
Yeah.
It doesn't.
That doesn't make sense.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Because women want a man that's better than them.
Yeah.
So how do I look if I'm better than you and I'm sitting here chasing after you? It doesn't make sense. Women only respect men that they chase. It doesn't work the other way around.
Once again, with this like new wave of women, we don't
wave.
want to keep fighting for a man if he's going to treat you like an option.
Women want the best of the best of the best, right? So if he's so available to you and, you know, puts you on this pedestal and simps for you, then, you know, you're going to be wondering like, what's going on? I thought this guy's the best of the best. I'm all for monogamy, but you do have to find a good balance. You don't really want a man that's simping for you.
See, here's the thing. We can say that women are changing, whatever, but we're all slaves to our biology. Women are 100% okay with sharing men. It's been that way since the beginning of time. I would say it's even more apparent now. With Instagram, dating apps, etc., a minority of men are getting a majority of the women.
Yep.
And women are okay with that. I mean, walk into a nightclub. It's probably one of the most carnal representations of human nature. All the women are sitting in one section with a bunch of the guys that have the highest perceived status in that social setting, versus all the other guys are out there in general admission struggling. Women always gravitate towards the best guys, and they're willing to share those guys.
There are more high-value, young, beautiful women than there are high-value, older men. And so you do have to share, but at the same time, you know, if you're really the best woman, then hopefully you can make a man be monogamous and exclusive to you. I think that is certainly possible, but I think it's the woman's responsibility to make herself so amazing and so much better than all the other competition that he will be exclusive just for her.
So what's your type?
My type, fit, feminine, friendly,
Perfect.
submissive, and coachable, to be trained. You gotta train women, man.
Yeah.
I know that sounds terrible.
I fully agree. I've been trained by my brother. I don't think I'd be so based and red-pilled if it wasn't for my brother. So shout out to Gideon, who, by the way, is probably editing this video. So follow him, link in description, Instagram.
Women don't like it when they get criticized. If I go on a podcast
That's
and I
so
say,
true.
you know what, guys, you need to stop being bums. You need to get your money on point, stop being fat POSs, etc. They actually admire and respect that.
Yeah.
People are in the chat, flame emojis, whatever. I go on rants on the guys all the time. I'm swaying, going crazy. It's like I'm delivering a preach.
I think she's trying to grow me, but what she doesn't know is I'm a black belt in this. I've dealt with 10 girls like her at the same time on my podcast, so
Yeah.
she's gonna take an L.
Women rarely get held accountable for their poor decisions. Men do, though. Men have to live in reality. Women are afforded the privilege of being delusional. So when a guy criticizes a woman, oh my God, right? If you don't believe me, think about it. If a dude's fat, we just call him fat. You're a loser, huh? If a woman's fat, love your curves, girl.
This is so accurate. I don't want to be rude or mean or anything, but I was at a dinner with this woman who was so obese. She was telling me how she couldn't find any swimwear for girls who are curvy. I thought to myself, oh my God, like you're refusing to live in reality. You're delusional. I am curvy. You are obese. And she kept referring to herself as curvy. Women, they take no accountability and they don't live in reality. She's delusional.
Go. She's rude and obnoxious. Oh, you know what? They just can't handle you. You're strong and independent, fierce.
That's so true.
We have all these terms, female inadequacies, but we don't have these same terms for men.
I think a lot of it comes from like narcissistic behavior from men. And
Women are
misogynistic
far more
views.
narcissistic.
Narcissistic.
No, women can be, so I'm not disputing that.
Far
But
more narcissistic.
but I kind of feel like with men that attain a certain level of status and power, it gives you the opportunity to try and to dominate.
Big difference, though.
No, but this is
Men
why
earn narcissism.
men do not earn a right to be narcissistic. Like, just shut up.
Men earn confidence and arrogance.
yes.
Women don't. Women are born with their value. Men must earn their value.
Correct.
So if a man's arrogant, more than likely he's probably accomplished something. When a woman's arrogant, 9 out of 10 times, she hasn't accomplished anything. She just has a bunch of DMs. See,
Yep.
this is the problem that a lot of modern day women have. They lack critical thinking skills.
Correct.
women tend to go off of their feelings versus what's real. They go off the feels and not the reals. What a girl is supposed to do is come into a man's life, see where he's deficient. Okay, I noticed that you like to go to the gym at this time. I'm going to make sure that you have a protein shake with as many grams of protein as you need.
That's nice.
Just get a PA.
I'm going to make sure that's done, and I'm a deductive problem solver. I'm able to be observant, because that's women's gift, is being observant of social situations. That's why women are socially superior to men.
Oh, he just said women are superior to men in one aspect.
It's never sexist when a guy mentions something about a woman that's
sexist.
positive. So
Women are superior to men in a certain way, and that's okay. That's not sexist. It's so funny.
a woman's job is to use that social calibration that they have, that they're superior to men in, and be able to be like, okay, this guy's deficient in this and deficient in this, etc. Let me come in, compliment, make this guy operate. He's already operating at 95%. I'm going to get him to 102.
That's a good woman.
Already, that extra 2, 3, 4, 5% is what helps you beat the competition.
This guy's dangerous. A lot of women will give you that life, they will give you that balance, they will compliment you, but they're not going to just do it until you're serious. You know, because men like to play the field for a very long time.
When you're with a guy of value, you got to understand that he has the leverage, not you.
Correct.
You're applying to be his girlfriend.
I wear the highway,
Yeah.
baby, because at the end of the day, when you can replace a girl, that's when she respects you.
That's really true, and that's like a sad reality that women have to learn and should learn actually much faster. Women are like, I'm the prize, you know, you prove yourself to me. I'm not going to do all these amazing things to you unless I know you're serious about me. But unfortunately, men are the prize, and yeah, you're applying to be his wife, so you have to prove yourself to him because he does in fact have all the leverage. Like I said, there's less high value men than there are women.
It's on the woman to prove to me that she's worthy of a relationship. That's where a lot of girls make a mistake. They'll sit there and say, I'm good, I'm loyal, blah, 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 blah. I want to, see how you do before you get promoted. I'm not going to give a girl the position of secretary or underboss, right, or second in charge of my company unless she's been vetted. She's got to work her way up.
Yeah.
The problem is that we give women CEO jobs when they haven't proven themselves and they don't respect the job.
Who's listening to this man?
Me.
So here's the thing, you're looking at equality from a human perspective. I'm not saying that men are better than women
Yeah.
from a human perspective. I'm saying that men are leaders, so therefore we cannot be equal. When you're on the battlefield, right, and the lieutenant or whoever the commanding officer is on the battlefield, you're not equal to him as, a regular soldier. He is the leader. You're not equal, but there's a reason. There's a hierarchy to dictate order. If the woman is equal to the guy, well, who's going to make the final decision? Nothing gets done by a committee. There always has to be one leader in charge. There's a reason why there's a president, there's a CEO, etc. Both people can't be alphas, as they say. The problem is this. Women are confused about what men actually want. They think a CEO, a boss, a business owner, ambitious, competitive woman. We don't give a shit about none of that stuff. Men don't care about that. And I would argue the more money a man makes, the less he cares about his woman's ability to earn money.
Men and women are not the same, and men and women are also not equal. And I think people unnecessarily get so offended by that. Saying that men and women aren't equal doesn't mean we're saying that a man is better than a woman or a woman is better than a man. Nobody's better, nobody's higher, nobody has more intrinsic value than the other person. But in terms of, are we physically equal? No, men tend to be taller, men tend to be stronger, men tend to be more logical, women tend to be more emotional. So we're not equal, but that doesn't mean anybody is of higher value spiritually or whatever. People will just take this whole thing way too seriously.
So do you want a relationship?
Monogamous?
So how many girlfriends do you want?
I mean, as many as I can. I mean, I probably have 4 wives. I think I could do 4.
This man wants 4 wives. He's going back 500 years.
Each to their
4
own.
wives is the way to go, because if one acts stupid, you can go ahead and get another one.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. No guy wants to be monogamous. Man, most guys that are monogamous out of force. If I lined up 100 dudes and I said, listen, man, you keep your girlfriend, right, while you simultaneously smash these girls and she's not going to care, he's going to take it. Every time. Most guys have to kind of concede to what their girl wants. This stupid quote, happy wife, happy life. I think that's the dumbest quote ever.
I mean, it's a good quote.
Absolutely
I
not.
hate
Why?
that.
Because a woman's job is to please the man, not the other way around. A woman's
We're
job
about
is
to
to...
please each other.
Women are pleased by being with the best man in the area. Women are pleased by you being the best version of yourself. As a man gains more status, success, income, etc., the woman wins.
Yeah.
She's all his success, she benefits from that. It's not the same. When a woman makes more money, earns more status, etc., and she starts to outgrow her man, she's going to look for a better man. Men and women are not the same.
So, but some women, we are emotional beings. Like, we will stay with
Which
the
is a
man.
problem. They're erratic.
But we will stay with the man. Like, if a man loves us and is loyal, we will stay.
Really, is that why women
That's not
initiate an
true.
overwhelming amount of the breakups? because they're emotional and they're loyal. No.
Cheyenne is single. Why? Because she wants the best man possible. So what she's saying isn't true. I'm sure there are plenty of men that love her, would simp for her, but she hasn't married them. Why? Because what she's saying is rubbish. She wants the best man possible, not the man that's going to love her the most. The more a man simps for her, the more she's going to be repulsed by him. I agree with Myron on pretty much 99.9% of things. I feel like Cheyenne really didn't like him. I think Cheyenne is doing the usual thing that women do, which is being not self-aware, not intellectually honest. There's a reason why she's still single. It's because she's looking for the best man. And I hope she finds it. And I hope Myron gets as many wives as he deserves. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be doing a lot more like this. And if you did enjoy it, then don't forget to hit the like button and also stick around because I have a lot of podcast guests coming. We're going to be covering crypto, Bitcoin, and of course, more of this kind of content. So if you want to see more of that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and we'll see you all next week.